Welcome to day 65 of tapping every day. My name is Dalton, and EFT tapping, gave me my life back. I think that's the most simple way to put it. And I want to pay that forward by teaching other people how to use it to be, do, have, become whatever they want. It's such a simple and effective tool at reprogramming your subconscious mind, your nervous system, your energetic system, and embodying all of that. And it does it so quickly. It does it with such little effort. It's really not that long, and it's not that hard to do. And it does it with pretty much no negative side effects. So it's one of my all-time favorite techniques. It's my go-to when I'm feeling overwhelmed, or if I get a new goal or something I want to achieve. I come and I write a script, and I basically iterate off that script until I achieve that goal. So the script that we're going to be working with today is dealing with releasing the guilt from past financial mistakes. It's something we can carry around, just kind of like a voice in the back of our head, where anytime you have, maybe a little success, maybe you get a little, a raise or a windfall or anything, or even it's like, you think you'll never win the lottery, because if you do, you're just going to figure out a way to screw it up because you've screwed it up in the past. And it's a bittersweet side effect of our brains trying to predict patterns to save us time and energy, where it knows, it's focusing on that one thing that happened in the past, and it's basically projecting that into the future, saying, okay, everything that has to do with money, we're going to project this outcome onto, even though that's not correct. There's no way you could predict that. We all have financial mistakes. It's, it's not something you're taught to use, to steward very well. It's something you kind of have to learn by making these financial mistakes. And then, these financial mistakes, what you don't want to let them do is to let them keep you from trying to, expand and into abundance and more money. Which, like I said earlier, people can kind of use these past mistakes as an excuse, either subconscious or consciously, to not either go after bigger financial gains or to basically push them away if the universe is trying to give them to you. So this script is inspired by the great Louise Hay, and I'm sure you'll hear that in how I've worded things. If you could please subscribe, comment, like, share this video. It helps me, it helps spread this channel, it helps get this information in front of people who may not already know that this could be something that could help them. And as always, only tap on things that feel safe or truly resonate to you. If that's not the case, just ignore them, repeat the previous affirmation. The script will still work perfectly fine even if you skip a few lines here or there. Your subconscious mind is still going to get the gist, and as you're doing it, you're going to be feeling the feelings that come with each line. And that's really the true way that we communicate with our nervous system and that subconscious mind in there. So as always, we're going to be tapping on the side of the hand to start, the karate chop point. And these first two rounds are a little sticky, a little heavy, but we just got to get through them so we can, this is basically like the demolition or the excavating part of any home project. And I guarantee that if you get through them, and we get through the 3 rounds after that, you're going to be happy that you did, and you're going to be feeling a lot better. So just repeat after me, either out loud or in your head. Even though I feel ashamed of my past money decisions, I deeply honor, love, and accept myself. Even though I've judged myself for what I did with money, I deeply honor, love, and accept myself. Even though part of me still carries guilt and regret, I deeply honor, love, and accept myself. And take a deep breath in and release it, and we'll move on to round 2, where we actually start going through the EFT points themselves. So we'll start at the top of the head. I've made mistakes with money, and they still haunt me. I keep replaying what I should have done differently in my head. There's a tightness in my chest when I think about those mistakes. I judge myself for not having known better. I feel like I failed, and I carry that weight. It's hard to forgive myself when I keep feeling the consequences. I've been punishing myself instead of learning from it. But I am ready to let go of this guilt now. It's possible that I didn't know better at the time. I was trying to do my best, not trying to sabotage myself. I made the best choices I could with what I knew. I'm learning how to handle money with more care now. I deserve grace, not punishment, for my past. My future is not defined by those choices. I can choose to grow from this and not shame myself through it. I am learning to trust myself again, one step at a time. I am no longer a prisoner of my past mistakes. I forgive myself fully and open to new opportunities and new possibilities. I treat myself with compassion and wisdom now. My financial story is one of healing and growth. I am creating a new relationship with money, grounded in love and trust. I honor how far I've come and where I'm headed. I am proud of the courage it takes to face this. I am coming out of this wiser, stronger, and more empowered. I have fully released guilt around my financial past. I trust myself to make empowered choices moving forward. I feel peace and happiness when I think about money now. I love and accept the person I've become. My past has shaped me, not defined me. I treat myself with deep respect and kindness. Money is now a source of growth, not shame. This is me, fully healed in my relationship with money, and it feels great. And I welcome this new reality with gratitude, grace, and excitement. I want to take a deep breath in. Maybe shake it out as we go into some self-havening for our final affirmation. So just repeat after me. I forgive my past and I trust my future. I forgive my past and I trust my future. I forgive my past and I trust my future. So I hope you feel a little more comfortable, maybe a little more grounded, a little more settled. I know that I do. Even though when I was tapping, I was thinking about my worst, well, not my worst, but the worst one I can think of right now, which of like my mistakes with money, was when in I think middle school, when I just got a flip phone, like right when cell phones were coming out. The bus ride home was I thought at the time was so long and boring. And I somehow found out that you could play games on your cell phone. But what I didn't know at the time was that it was pay by the minute, for your terrible like Spider-Man game that was like 60 pixels by 60 pixels. And I pride myself in the fact that I finished every single level of that game over the course of a month. Felt great with myself until my mom sat me down and she had an envelope that was the bill from the cell phone company. And I think it came out to be something like $2,700 worth of, internet play on my cell phone. And then she proceeded to tell me that I would pay her back every single cent of that. And she held me to that all through summer. And I was thinking about that during the tapping, and I could honestly feel the guilt kind of shedding. It just like even talking about it now, it feels a lot lighter than it did previous to this. So luckily I can look back at that and say like my worst financial mistake really wasn't that bad. No one got hurt. It was just inconvenient, and it was a good lesson looking back on it now. So yeah, I hope you feel a little bit better. I hope you can kind of tell that even though this month is dealing with the financial stuff and abundance, it is extremely tied hand in hand to basically your self-worth and self-acceptance. And the people that make a ton of money, they have generally, I'd say, they have very high self-acceptance, whether that is, on the far extreme, arrogance and extreme confidence to a fault, or the people that I follow and my mentors who accept themselves, accept their past, and help other people, and money and abundance just comes to them just as a natural byproduct, it almost seems. So this block of the 365-day program might seem like it's just about finances, but it's actually a Trojan horse to be working on self-acceptance, self-worth, and just your feeling of deservedness. So one of my favorite lines in that script is, I am shaped by my past, but not defined by it. And I think that is a very serious, but very subtle, delineation between those two things. And just something to think about. So thanks for tapping with me today. I appreciate it, and I will see you tomorrow.